I'll just say it. Hot take. I don't like to compete. It's not just the match itself. Every part of it sucks for me. Fight cam, cutting weight, the nerves, the stress, the fear of getting injured, the exhaustion. I hate all of it. So I don't do it very often, but it's an important part of being a combat sports athlete, because if we don't compete, then we're not being honest with ourselves about how we're progressing and what we need to work on. You need the pressure testing of going up against someone who's trying with everything they got. It's been a long time since I did a jiu-jitsu competition, and so I thought it was time to give it another go. And this time I did it for a good reason. I competed in Tap Cancer Out, a charity tournament that started right here at home in Connecticut that raises money for cancer research and to help those who are currently battling cancer. It's a tournament that is extremely well run, and because it's for charity, everyone who's competing in it has a great attitude and good vibes. All of my opponents were great sportsmen, and I want to thank them for the excellent matches. And most importantly, before we get into my matches, I want to take this time to once again thank everyone who supported me and donated to my fundraising. We raised over $500 for charity, and it meant the world to me to know that I had the support of my friends, my family, and my training partners who believed in me enough to not just cheer me on, but to put up their hard-earned money to show their love and willingness to give to this great cause. This video is dedicated to all of you. Okay, so this is my first match against Roque Rosero. And first off, sorry about the missing first 30 seconds of video. My wife Katie was filming from another location, but the staff made her move because she was in the way of the other competitors, so she had to sprint across to the other side of the mats. So we start with my back almost taken here, but I deny him the hooks, so he doesn't get the points, and I'm able to escape and turtle up. And I love turtle guard. I like to think I have a pretty aggressive turtle. So I try to shoot for a single leg here, but I get sprawled on pretty good, so instead I have to bail on it and try to start climbing back to standing again. Roque does a good job of keeping my posture broken down, so I go to grip his belt, but I can't find it, and so I have to grab something a little lower instead. Sorry, man. But it works. We're back to standing. We fight for grips, and I'm pretty sure Roque doesn't want anything to do with my stand-up. So he goes to pull guard, which I'm expecting. So when he goes down, I try to ride over him and take his back. I miss, but I'm in a good spot to roll over and try to take top position. But he's quick, re-guards, and gets me with a sweep before I can. So here I realize I have a good chance of hitting an electric chair, but I hesitate because I can't remember if it's legal at blue belt or not. And I decide not to chance it, and instead get my hips up and start working side control. Roque tries to invert, so I go around to the other side, which forces him to turtle up. And just as much as I love playing bottom turtle as a defensive position, I'm just as good at cracking that shell from top position. I work my hand into the lapel, fall back, and start trying to work my hooks in to get my points. Once I do, it's time to hunt that submission. Once I got a hold of this lapel, I knew it was over. I start setting up a single lapel half Nelson, and this is one of my A-game submissions. And the best part is, sometimes in competition, the adrenaline causes this thing called auditory exclusion, where you can't hear most things, but some things you can hear crystal clear above all the other noise. And I couldn't even hear my coach or the crowd or anything else except one thing. I could hear his coach shouting at him saying, "Don't worry, he doesn't have it." But I knew, without a doubt, that I did, in fact, have it. And there's the tap, and the first of my 2 matches in the bag. Big ups to Roque. That was a super fun match, and he put up a great fight. And this part is super cute. Some former training partners and friends from my old gym, +1 in West Hartford, shout out to them, recognized me and stopped to watch my match. And when I won, they told my wife this.
That's my husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm trying not to scream.
Scream!
I'm so happy y'all can continue to cheer me on, even though I train elsewhere now. This is why Connecticut gyms are so great. I love you guys. All right, my second match against Aza Tulepbergenov. And I just want to start by acknowledging this great observation by my coach, Eric.
Let's get a full guard. There you go.
So I'm trying to get past his legs, but he's got really good grips and breaks my posture down really well, which causes me to overcommit to getting my posture back up and sets me up for a dummy sweep. Embarrassing. Here I hear Eric warning me about this possibly being a reap. I'm still a bit fuzzy on reaping rules, to be honest, because I'm just a dumb blue belt. It seems like it confused both of us, and we pause for a second to check in with the ref. I don't want to get DQ'd, so I opt to let him pass rather than risk accidentally reaping. Now, it's hard to see what's happening here, but he's got a hell of a good crossface with his arm, which is preventing me from turning my head and turtling up. You can't hear him in the video, but I heard my coach yelling, "You just gotta eat that crossface and get up," which sucked, but I do, and use it to get a kinda shitty single leg sweep, but hey, it works. He's doing a real good job here of pushing my legs back to try to stop me from coming up and passing. So I decided to try and collapse and pin his legs down and use that to climb up the body. But I get too greedy and give up the leg to pass, and he gets a butterfly hook in and nails this great sweep. Kudos, that was sick. His pressure was getting pretty good here, and I was pretty damn tired, but I managed to get my legs under me to turtle up, and I start trying to work some sweeps. Which I don't get, but I do get back to standing again. He doesn't seem to want to engage too much on the feet, and I know I'm running out of time. So I go for the shittiest guard pull in history. I didn't even pull guard, I pulled bottom side control. Damn. Luckily, I recover back into turtle again before he could take advantage of my mistake and score any points. I'm just grabbing for anything I can get a hold of here. Arms, legs. He sprawls on me again, and I'm just so exhausted at this point. I don't even want to get up again. But I hear Eric yelling at me. And honestly, I was so gassed that that was the only motivation I had room for in my head. It was the thought of, well, fuck, I can't disappoint my coach, so I guess I gotta do this. I didn't realize it at the time, but rewatching this, I could see he was just as tired as I was, and he goes for an equally tired guard pull. I get greedy again, and my posture is terrible, which gives him an easy triangle setup that I walk right into. And huge credit to Aza, this was close. He came real damn near putting me out, not just from the blood choke, but also making it damn hard to breathe. I definitely gurgled a bit here, but luckily the ref either didn't hear it or didn't think it was enough for it to count as a verbal tap. There's a hell of a struggle here, but I finally managed to cut the right angle to get him stacked up and start putting the pressure on, forcing him to give up the triangle, and boom. got him. Just like Roque before, as soon as I get him to turtle, I knew it was game over.
Yeah! Yes, bro, take the back! Hell yeah! Woo!
Love my wife.
Get the hook in! Get the hook in!
I know there's only 2 minutes left, and I gotta work. I get my hooks in and get my points, and from there, it's all about hunting that neck. He knows I want the RNC and is defending it well, so I give up on it for just a second to get his guard down, and then I just start attacking it again. And that's it. And again, kudos to Aza. Even though I just won, I am dead. I really don't know if I even could have stood up again without his help here. So the good sportsmanship was highly appreciated.
His legs are so long! Holy shit!
So, that's how my second ever competition went. My third gold, still undefeated, still every round won via choke. You know, despite this record, like I said at the start, I am really not a fan of competing, but I know it's essential to my growth and development as a martial artist. So, right now, my plan is to compete until I win a gold at every belt level. I've got those boxes checked already for white and now for blue, so it'll be a while until I step back out there, but purple's right around the corner, so maybe I'll be back again sooner than later. Until then, like, subscribe, all that bullshit. I don't upload videos very often, so you'll want to be notified when I do, and that's especially true for my next video, which I had a ton of fun making, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it a lot. Until then, see you next time.